All right, so this is specifically for my friend Moocow, who I have the pleasure of mentoring. So as you watch this, hello. So basically, this is going to be just me kind of doing the a walkthrough on doing escape with bombs. Now, um, not to say that like Burna or Samaria or anything like that requires, like help or anything. I've noticed personally, I've noticed that uh, if you have a standard start and it happens to be bombs, sometimes people are like, oh boy. This is basically what I wanted to show you is what I do for a bomb start. So if you if you start and you talk to Uncle and Uncle only gives you 10 bombs, um, I want to be able to show you what I do specifically to be able to help you out. And like I said, I mean, there's other setups. There's other setups that I'll be honest probably saves uh, in the whole spectrum of an escape sequence maybe a second, 2 seconds. But you'll see how I do this. And I'm gonna do this like multiple times. So when I get to a stage, I'm gonna do this multiple times. So what we're gonna do is this is we're gonna give ourselves, that's nice. We're gonna give ourselves 10 bombs. So that's all I have. Now, I don't even have a sword. That's amazing. So it's gonna go ahead. We're gonna get ourselves to this point. I'm gonna create a couple save points. So work ourselves here. And what I'm going to do is this, is I'm going to create a save point before I actually get into there. And I'm going to try my best to explain what I'm going to do. And then we'll see how it works. So we're going to create a save point here. So basically what I'm just going to end up doing is I'm going to walk out. I'm going to walk down the stairs and I'm just going to move slightly to the right. And I'm going to stay in a fixed position while looking down. I'm going to throw 2 bombs. Okay, I'm going to drop a bomb, throw it down, drop a bomb, throw it down. And then you're going to notice me move a little bit left and a little bit right. And the reason why I do that is because of the way that the blue guard just happens to move. Okay, and I just find it to be more consistent. So like one way or another, it just happens to work out. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this the first time. So like I said, I'm gonna come down here. We're gonna drop a bomb, move this way, get to here. Guard is dead. Okay, simple as that. There's your key, and you're able to move down. Okay. Now again, is I I don't necessarily know if I have to move left or not. You know what? We're gonna find out. But basically, again, there it is. I mean, basically, what ends up happening is if you do it right off the rip. Now, doing it this way, I'm not saying that you have to be quick and start, spamming the Y button and everything to be able to get the bomb. But you want to be able to ensure that by the time that you get out of the stairs, you're able to drop a bomb, move a little bit right, look down, and throw it. I mean, you notice, basically, I mean, even in this case, I didn't even move. Okay. And then you go right on ahead, so we go down. Now, this is the green guard is always a fun one here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. Now, sometimes the guard goes north to south, sometimes it goes east to west. If it goes east to west, it's actually a little bit better, believe it or not. And you're gonna see why, because it actually goes it goes left first. So if that's the case, so when he goes north to south, you know what? Actually, well, you know, it'd be nice if I actually threw the bomb, so nobody saw that. But in this case, all I just do is this: is I drop a bomb, just see where he's at, throw it. You know, simple, straightforward. So that was, again, this is all RNG. You know, in this case, there's no fixed at this point. So I'm gonna see if I could just get him to go north to south here, real quick. Not that it matters, but you know, okay, well, same thing. Oh, that was nice. You know, let's actually put an input controller. And really, to be honest, like something like I see people. What I see people do is this: is they come walking right on up, and they get to here, then they drop the bomb, then they end up chasing him. Sometimes that bomb doesn't hit them, and then they're kind of in a panic mode. Well, we don't have to even worry about that. Literally, it's drop a bomb, move right. If you notice, drop a bomb. Okay, so he's chasing me, but you notice how if he notices me right away, I could just turn around and just do this. Basically, the efficiency part of that whole thing is that you drop the bomb, it's going to detonate in the same fixed time. So the quicker that you're able to drop the bomb, and as long as it hits the green guard, then he's going to die, you know, in a quicker time. So again, he's going west to east, or you can get that perfect iframe. That's the other thing too. You don't want to see that. That's the perfect iframe right there, to where it actually bounced and didn't count. You know, but that's that. So we're gonna save this here. So now this one, there's definitely a couple tricks to this one. I don't even know if I can do this one. There's this funny one where you can actually you can drop a bomb basically where the chest is, and then go diagonally up left and do it. So we're going to see if I can actually do this one. But this is not the way that I'm going to teach you. No, it's actually, you know what, now that I think about it, it's actually the other way around. And I loaded the wrong game state. Let's go. So you can do it like this. Or not, never mind. If you don't drop the bomb, nothing's going to happen. But you know what? We don't care about that. I'm going to show you my setup. So I'm going to stop it here. Okay, so I'm going to point out the fact that there are, you have a statue, a chest, and a statue. Okay, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop bombs anywhere in the proximity of those statues. Okay, obviously the left one first and the right one first. What you're going to notice is there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, I'm going to drop a bomb. So I'm going to do this while walking. I'm going to drop a bomb. I'm going to come to a stop for a very small amount of time. And then I'm going to walk up to the second statue, and I'm going to drop a bomb. I'm then going to turn around and go all the way to the left. Not all the way to the left, but I'm going to go to the left statue. I'm going to go up above the statue. And I'm going to be up above both of those statues. Not so much where the chest is, but I'm going to be in that area to where the blue guard is stuck. He's going to be stuck trying to chase me through that chest. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate it to you here. Which is basically going to be, I come in here, I drop a bomb, a little bit of a delay, get him stuck in both those areas, and guess what? He's dead. The key thing is when he gets stuck in that area, to be on this side. He needs to be able to chase you, because I have a bomb here, like where I'm standing here. He's going to have a bomb. I'm going to have a bomb there. He needs to be able to make sure that he's chasing and going this way. If you're here, if you're on this side, he might loop around and go here in this area and actually avoid this. Okay? So we're going to try this again here. Again, we're going to drop, pause, come up, get him stuck in this area. Actually, that was a little too fast. Okay, like I said, there's got to be a little bit of a pause. And we also need to make sure that we load the right state here. So we're gonna do, or this time he's not gonna even get distracted. That's the other thing. Sometimes he may not even get distracted. So again, that one I screwed up because I went a little bit too fast. But again, you'll notice it. You got to kind of get like right up to him. And in this case, what's perfect about that is the key dropped right in a perfect position to where, if you noticed, the key dropped right to here rather than somewhere in this area. Now, again, at this point, we'd be talking about, you know, a second. But as I'm sure you've probably seen, there have been races that have been decided by a mere couple seconds. One of the best things that beer has ever taught me is that when it comes to execution, for every 100 screen transitions, so screen transition I'm talking about is this. Okay, I'm in this screen and I do whatever. I'm in this screen and I do whatever. If you run against an opponent who on average is a half a second quicker, and think about it. Think about all a half a second is. Half a second is now, now. Now, now. It ain't much. But now take 100 screen transitions. And there's even more than 100 screen transitions when you're playing this entire game. Whether it's dungeons, overworld, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. There's quite a few. That's 50 seconds. Take a look at a lot of the races that you may see. 50 seconds is a big difference. And if you spot your opponent that much time, then you know, that's obviously that's negative impact to you. You know what I'm saying? So you could be as efficient and have all the routing that you want in the world. Stuff like that sometimes is a little hard to overcome. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but even something like I said, bomb strats sometimes aren't the easiest. So, and in this case, you know, in this case, if at least if he got hit once, you can always just do, you know, worst case scenario. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but you know what? It still gets the job done. But here, just put it together. Wow, he just won't get distracted. And even then, I screwed that up a little bit because I was a little too fast. You know, so that's the other thing. Pacing, just knowing how to do it. So, like, if you get the practice hack, like there, if you notice there, I did not transition to the top side quick enough, so then the blue guard comes up. Okay, so here, this will work out. Or maybe not. Maybe he found a way to dodge that. So here, this is me purposely, you know, I'm just going to attribute it to the fact that I am purposely trying to screw this up. I promise you, honestly, I promise you it's free. It really is. So here, 1, 2, there you go. He's stuck in this corner. There it is. And then you move on. And then obviously here, the big thing, you know, it's okay to waste a bomb, and actually, you know what? Through the advent of the tab key, it's okay to waste a bomb here. If you just want that guard dead, well, in this case, you don't have to. You know, but depending if the guard hard charges it, if you want to throw a bomb at him, you know, no worries. And then you go on from there. So, with that in mind, what I'll just do real quick for you is I'm gonna go ahead and we'll do this here. So what we're gonna do now, granted that there is, you know what, there is text onto this, so that's kind of like the that's gonna actually kind of screw up some things here. So, but we'll just do is this is Sucé, by the way, is French for suck. But there'll be, you know, you could figure out as far as the text dialogue and everything. But basically, I'm not saying that there's 30 seconds of dialogue, but, you know, basically, with a bomb strat with dialogue, I should be able to do this in, I don't know, 650. Bombs to me is the slowest way because you have to wait for it to detonate. Blue guards take 2, so it kind of is a little suspect. So we're gonna give this a whirl. We're gonna put it all together. Yeah, I forgot about this dialogue that you never really have to worry about in our randomizer. Yeah. Actually, wait, isn't there just a way that if I... Let's see. No, now I gotta look. I could have sworn that, yeah, skip text. Well, there. So, what I'll do is I'm gonna cheat this a little bit. So, we're gonna reset it. So, I'm gonna try as hard as I can to, you know, this ain't helping. Where is it? It's gameplay. It's... Alright, shortcuts, skip text. Okay, so now I know. Alright, shortcuts, skip text. So I'm going to try as best I can to do this while skipping text. So I don't know how good this will be, but we're going to find out. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god. Well, that's what happened. No, so much for... Alright, you know what? Never mind. We cannot skip text today, I guess, so... So we'll do this... Basically, I'll just do this whole run through as far as escape is concerned. And then again, I'll probably just show it off. You know, that's... You know what? We'll start the clock now. Yes. And I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying, like, basically, I'll put it this way. I've seen different people do bomb strats. Some of them are swag, some of them are really efficient. But this is the one that I've just kind of come accustomed to using. So, like I said, we'll do the whole escape sequence. And again, you know, if you get somebody that's not, you know, that gets bombs and it's just like, you know, I can't do it or whatever. Any little bit of time that you have always helps out. By the way, ignore those missed inputs that I had. Yeah. And, well, we got 10 bombs. You know, maybe I was better off actually pulling up a seed and doing it like this. Where I knew that I had a bomb start. Like I said, we're going to put it all together. I'm going to walk you through again as we do this. And what's nice, the other thing that's important about this is if you are an Uncle starter in open, that's the other big thing. If you're an Uncle starter in open and you see that the drops are bombs and you want to do the front of escape, you might get more comfortable if you see how this is done, to know the fact that you can do this. So if you go the way that I do there, you don't even get distracted by the green guards, which again is always helpful. So he's going this way. There you go. Boom. And here we go. A little bit of a delay. Clean. Again, it is okay as long as you come out of here with at the very least 4 bombs, or you know, like if you come, you know, if this guy is directly, you know, irritating you, it's okay to take a pot, just kill him, just get him done, out of the way. Ball and chain guard takes, you know, the pots do tempered sword damage, so 2 tempered sword slashes or 2 pots do the whole king. Yes, I understand. Let's go. And the worst thing is Zelda's gonna talk to me as we're doing this whole thing, which sucks. Now again, I know something very minor, but remember what mode that you're in. So in this particular case, if you're in Kaz boots, you would just dash straight down. If you don't, if you're just doing a regular standard, this is the way to go. Okay, you don't want to walk all the way down and then walk all the way up. If this was Kaz boots, you just you come out of that one staircase and you just dash straight down, and it's a lot quicker than navigating through that nonsense. Now, the one thing that I did not talk about here was the key rat. The key rat is literally a big variable. Like, you know, sometimes he comes at you, sometimes he just stops by the torch, sometimes he goes up to the north left side, just kind of stays there. So the approach that I try to take, especially since I still have 5 bombs, because again, if you get a bomb start, you're gonna start with 10. You know, really? Why will you not push across? Really? I did not know this was a thing. This is actually kind of funny. Alright, so we're gonna cheat this a little bit. So, you know what? At this point, we can take the timer off, because this don't mean anything. So, preset, escapes, throne room. See how this is. Yes. Alright, will you let me push it? Hey, there we go. Now we can push it. That's actually kind of funny. So we're gonna give ourselves 5 bombs here. If you took a little bit of damage on the way, that pot right there, always a heart. Here, just basically, you know, like there, the RNG was actually really nice. If you have bombs, you're more than likely going to take damage there. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you have a half a heart when you're going to that room, you're likely going to die. So either get ready to use a bomb, or you're going to have to go back and get health, because more often than not, those ropes, aka the snakes, you know, the ropes, whatever, they're going to turn around and just, you know, hit you. So here, you know, that was nice. Here, basically, so I know it's this rat. And that was nice. You know, at that point, we got him. It's, I mean, obviously we have to get that key and everything. But, you know, sometimes, especially if you have health, remember, health is a resource. Other thing to consider, this pot and this pot have absolutely nothing. Okay, these other 4, again, very minor, they all have hearts. Again, you know, very minor things that help out, but again, knowing what the pot drops are, you know, the resources that are available. And that's, you know what, that's the other thing too that I actually want to see if I can show. Those bats, if you ever come up to here and the rats are in, you know, like in a nice way, if you hug this left wall, notice how the bats always just go away. You don't have to come to this section, especially if you don't have a sword. You don't have to come here, bumble around in this area, whatever. Again, small little thing. If you hug that left wall and the rats are cooperative, the bats actually fly away. So again, I come to here, and guess what? The bats just say we're done. You don't have to fool around with anything. And there you go. You know, not the most efficient, you know, way. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, just as a quick recap. So we'll go to presets. We'll do here. We'll get to the first guard. We're gonna give ourselves 5 bombs. And basically what I'll do is this: I'll save the state one more time here. Basically, if you can mimic what I do, which there is room for error, but if you can mimic what I do, this works all the time, especially in this room. You know, absolutely free. Like there, you like literally, you saw all I just did is just drop a bomb, move to the right, move down to be able to throw it, drop a bomb again, throw it in the same spot without even moving, and let the guard kill himself. Okay, well, you know, some reason that didn't work. So I think that's the reason why I keep moving. So I'm holding right. Nice and, you know, like I said, nice and easy. Sometimes, and the best thing about it, not to say that it's the best thing, but once you get, like, there, I was off with my timing. Well, guess what? You still died. You know what I'm saying? So there is room for error. This isn't particular. This doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, again, this is literally me just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And through the power of editing, we can do this. A little bit of a fast forward. And you're gonna notice here, what I do is this is actually, you know what? This is the other important thing. Very, very minor. So I'll save this game state. When you get to here, okay, you're gonna notice that I don't go immediately up and left. I actually hug the right wall just a little bit longer, and then I go up and left so that the green guard actually passes down. So that the green guard isn't alerted, and you're able to pass through nice and easy. So I'm hugging the right wall, then I come over. Green guard doesn't get alerted, okay? Now, if I came through, and if I immediately came up and left, and I get to here, hey, guess what? He's going to be alerted. And especially if you have nothing but bombs, that's a very awkward thing. All he's just going to do is just take your life. Or take at least very, you know, remember, we only have 3 hearts here. So hug the right wall. Guard never gets alerted. If you immediately, like a lot of the times people just say, hey, I got to get to there as fast as possible. Guess what? There he is. So now if you got a bomb, look at how much time I wasted by trying not to take damage. Okay. It's okay to waste a half a second to make sure that you don't waste any more time. Do it that way, guard doesn't get alarmed. So now we get to here. And now I have no bombs, and I must not have... I said maybe I didn't start myself enough with them. And again, with the power of the tab key. So right there, the guard gets alerted immediately. You know what? Get around him, take a pot, and kill him. It's not like we're taking a death warp here. Actually, you know what? And here's the other important thing. This is very minor. Very minor. But, so we get to here, you know, so we talk to Zelda. Sometimes people don't know. The whole escape sequence, there are, let me see. Obviously, you start at Link's house. You have a save point. You have an internal save point at Uncle. You have an internal save point here. And you have an internal save point at the throne room. So, you know, so if I come to here, so again, if this ever happens, so we'll just say that we get to here, and I'll fast forward this a little bit. Not to say that we're going to be doing death warps or anything, but, you know, hey, look, I just magically died, okay? People think that, oh my god, you're going to start at the front of Hyrule Castle. No, I'm not. I'm going to start at Zelda's Cell. When I talk about internal save points, that's one of them in the whole escape sequence. So if I do this, conveniently, I'm in Zelda's Cell. Now keep in mind, Ball and Chain Guard respawns. Okay? And if you do die, I believe you actually get your bombs back, your magic back. Oh yeah, now this guy has to die, by the way, so. Perfect. So we're going to make our way out of here. And again, through power of editing, I can fast forward through some of this. So again, same thing. Once you go into this sewer sequence, this right here is going to be your save point. So now we get to here, and of course now I conveniently cannot open this because I do not know what's up with this hack, but this is actually kind of funny. So we're going to do this. I'm going to give myself again just literally nothing but 5 bombs. Yes, Zelda, thank you. Okay, so now we go. So now anything past this point, so where are the rats? Take my life. I wish not to live anymore. Where did you go? Where did you go? Really? Yeah, whatever, I'll just do this. Hey, we're dead. Let's go. So if you die anywhere there, again, I'm not saying that, oh my, you know, this being something which, oh my god, I gotta do literally everything all over again. No. You're gonna notice that you're gonna be right here in the throne room. And all you just gotta do is push this across. In this case, you don't have to worry about Zelda yelling at you. And then away that you go. Remember that's always got a heart. If you can navigate your way around here, again, this is all our RNG. So I have 2 hearts. I'm going to take a half a heart here, more than likely. Oh no, this one was actually nice and friendly. Yeah, I still took a heart. But the RNG for the rats here is always a little suspect. So hopefully I'm not going to die here. But again, basically I just take this. There's the rat. Dead. If you have boots, if you come out of here, it is slightly quicker to come out of the bottom. If you don't have boots and you have spare bombs, It is quicker to come out from the top. Again, very, very, very minor stuff. Very, you know, but in that it's got to be a quick transition. You can't turn around and just be like, oh, okay, it might be quicker, and then walk up to the wall and drop a bomb. Then it's never going to be quicker. But the way that I just did it right there is a little bit quicker there. And then we're done. Simple as that. And then you get to talk to the priest, you do the whole kiss priest thing, and then you're all set, squared away. But that is basically, again, how I do the bomb strats. You know, sometimes, listen, I said it's free, and to be honest, it is free. But try it for yourself. See how I do it. Do it multiple times. Hopefully you have the practice hack. But do it. Get a feel for it. See the motions. You're not seeing me going all over the place. And that's the big thing is that people are thinking, where do I go? What do I do? How do I position myself? Especially the first blue guard, you don't have to do much. There's like the first blue guard is literally super free. The green guard, again, sometimes goes east to west or west to east. Sometimes go north to south. So you might be doing a little Benny Hill by chasing that. And then the second blue guard, again, the big thing is just a little bit of a delay. Try it. It's okay to fail it. And even then, you could take this approach and you could find, I'm telling you right now, the best thing about this game that's 30 years old is that people find new ways to do things better and what's more comfortable for them. This is how I do it. This is the way that's most comfortable for me. Is it going to be the way that you want to do it? Maybe not necessarily, but it's just a guide to say, hey, you know what? Here's how we could do this efficiently as possible. And especially in a sequence, you know, again, we're talking a mentor tournament where, you know, if you're able to get a little bit of advantage as far as execution is concerned, if you come out of here 10, 20, 30 seconds ahead of your opponent, that allows you, think of it this way, that allows you to say, hey, you know what? I can make checks so then I don't ever have one-offs. If you ever go to the Dark World and you're like, hey, you know what? I want to check Pyramid and Catfish and you don't have boots. And you feel good about how you've executed, how you've routed and all that type of stuff. Basically what you're doing is you're preventing yourself from losing the race by saying, I'm never going to check Pyramid or Catfish and have it being something that's important. It could be something really important as, say, a hammer or Titan's Mitt or Fire Rod or Hookshot. It could also be the stupid jank item like, say, a medallion that gets you into a dungeon that you get to go mode, or, God forbid, the Ice Rod for Turtle Rock that, again, Ice Rod only serves one purpose in this game. And, you know, well, actually, no, it serves two. One, to be a troll, and two, literally just to be Trinex, and that's it, you know. And that Ice Rod, as you've seen probably in many Seeds of Rando, can literally be anywhere. So if you do the small things like this to where you know that you're not going to lose time and say, okay, I got to take a lot of chances in order to make up time because of, you know, execution that you didn't feel good about, you know, you're gonna give yourself a less chance to lose the race. You know, it's happened to me numerous times where I've executed great, I've hit a really good early game, mid game route, I skip one thing, and again, this is part of how I do things. I love to last locate. You skip one thing, and it happens to be the item or something that you need in order to defeat the game. And having something like this where if you do have bomb strats in a non-assured sword mode, in a standard mode, this will be something that's helpful, okay? And again, you know, if it ever came to the point, if you want to see what I do for Berna or for Samaria, again, you know, Berna's a little bit trickier. Samaria is just, you know what, Samaria, do whatever that you want. You know, if you want to drop a block and try killing them that way, or if you want to just keep spamming blocks and using the fire shots, you know, whatever is quicker, whatever is most comfortable for you. Um, you know, and then obviously if it comes to that and you run low on magic, you know, it could show you some of the magic spots that are in escape. But the biggest thing that I've always seen from people who are trying to do this mode is if they get a bomb start, I don't want to say that they panic, but they're like, oh my god. And any little time savings is a huge benefit. And hopefully what you see from me is something that you can either hopefully incorporate or even do something that works for you. And that's the biggest thing. I'm not turning around and going to you and saying, this is how you have to do it. This just happens to be the way that I do it. And if you see the way that I move, the inputs that I do, you know, you see, I'm human. I made mistakes. You know, I didn't do the blue guard right a couple times. But as far as going through the rest of it, that right there, that escape sequence, that basically is ingrained in my mind. And if you do it a couple times and you see that same pattern and how things work, you'll get used to it. And again, this is just the basis of how I do it. You could find a better way just off of what I do, and if you do, all the power to you. So, again, hopefully this helps. You know, the guards in escape do not stand a chance with you, and I look forward to helping you out. So, again, Moo, thank you very much, and we will see you next week.